Hi everyone, today we're going to be ranking all of the characters in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, just like I ranked all of the new Pokemon. So if you're excited for that, please go ahead and leave a like on the video. But before we get into that, I have a very exciting announcement. We finally have merch! There are currently 5 products to choose from, 2 different kinds of hoodies, a t-shirt, a beanie, and a dad hat. The main difference between the hoodies is the print style. The more expensive hoodie is embroidered, just like everything else from this release. Embroidered stuff is the best. It's literally stitched into the clothing, so you won't lose the design after 2 washes. I did, however, want to offer a cheaper alternative, and the non-embroidered hoodie is still really good. I've wanted to sell embroidered clothing for a long time. It just feels more official. I'm really excited to finally be able to share this with you. So the first 100 orders on the website get 10% off if they use code HOODCAL. Thank you so much for supporting me over the years. I really hope you like it as much as I do. I think I forgot to say that the website is hoodcal.com. I'm sure you guys are smart enough to know it's in the description, and also I probably put text on screen. Anyways, yeah, let's get into ranking these trainers. I got this idea from my lovely fiance Sky. She also did this, and I was like, wow, what a great idea. I want to do that too. So I'm going to leave a link to her video in the description if you want to check it out. I'll also leave a link to this tier list if you want to do it for yourself, and maybe tweet me or put it in the Discord or whatever. Just let me know your top 5 characters from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So yeah, let's stop dilly-dallying around. First things first, I mean, I guess we have the player character. I mean, I don't really have any strong feelings about the trainer character. They're kind of just like a vessel. They're kind of just like you. I didn't really care for the design of them, but like once you get to customize yourself a bit more, it's a little bit better. But they're kind of just like a vessel. I don't really think they really count as a character because, I mean, it's not like you have a rival of the other gender or anything, you know? Yeah, I don't know if they should even count in this video. But yeah, then we have Team Star Grunts. A little bit indifferent on these guys. I think their helmets look absolutely awful. I think all the helmets except from like the Daft Punk one kind of look awful in this game. But yeah, we've got helmets. Yeah, no, they don't. They're not really. They're just grunts. They're not really doing it for me. I didn't really care for anything they had to say. They were kind of just an obstacle. Now we're on to the important guys. The first character, I believe her name is Katie. She was a bug type gym leader. I actually battled the gym leaders because, I mean, I was gonna try and battle them in order because I knew that there wasn't level scaling, and I actually assumed Brassius was the first gym, but I was wrong. It was Katie. She kind of gave me a little bit of a hard time because as much as I did battle Brassius first, I wound up deciding, okay, let's use a B team and let's try and battle her with lower leveled Pokemon. And yeah, I had to really try against her because I mean, I wasn't using my main team, to be honest. I was using like a Charcadet and something else. But I really like the strategy of the Fury Cutter Teddiursa. I thought that was really sick. The bug type Teddiursa, I thought that was really cool. Really well thought out by them. Her design is really, really cool. She's a bug type gym leader though. She's not going to be the most memorable gym leader from this game, but she is a good one. I'll give her an A tier for some respect. Brassius, he's awesome. He reminds me of a Fire Emblem character. I don't remember the guy's name, but he reminds me of him. He's kind of breaking the stereotype of grass type trainers, which is really cool. I mean, I say yeah because I mean, we've got Gardenia, we've got Erica. Who else do we have? There was someone else on the tip of my tongue. I know we had the old man from X and Y, but like, he's just this rough and tough looking guy. He's kind of artsy as well though. So I really do like Brassius. I think Brassius is a solid A, maybe a bit higher. We've got Iono. She was revealed to us with some voice acting. I liked her off rip. I think she's funny. I think she's cool. I think it's kind of interesting that they kind of like made a YouTuber Pokemon character, to be honest. I think that's really, really cool. I'll give her S tier for now. I might actually shuffle these down a bit. I might put these guys in B and then put her in A, because like S tier for me is like absolute pinnacle favorite of all time. And I think, you know, after sitting on it for a little bit, Iono's great, but you know, a little bit of bias because I'm a YouTuber, she's a YouTuber. We should collab sometime. This guy, I don't remember his name. I'm not very good with names, but I thought he was pretty funny. I liked his I just liked him. His haircut was a little strange. His hair, you know, he's got like the eyebrow and the hair, and his design is a little weird, but he stood out, and that's what we're here for. I don't want people to look like NPCs. I don't want everyone to have you know, brown hair, bowl cut, whatever, just default haircut. He stands out, and for that I can only give him some respect. Let's get these sorted out. Don't like. C tier is meh. B tier is I like. A tier is I love, and S tier is the goats. We got Larry. Now not to sound like everyone else, Larry's amazing. A lot of people, I've seen, I say a lot of people, I've seen a few people, you know, people here and there on Twitter being like, I don't get why everyone loves Larry so much. He's just a regular guy. That's why. He's just a regular guy. He's just like us. He works 2 jobs, man. Like he's really cool. Some people were like, oh man, he just looks like an NPC. And that just adds more to his charm, because like when you enter like his gym for the first time and you see him kind of sitting at the table, I knew it was him, but like, you know, if you weren't like super paying attention, you could have easily missed it and you could have thought he was an NPC. Like, I think that's what they were intending to do. Just make him look like an NPC, make him blend in. And I think that's why in the profile shot, his face is like turned away from the, you know, if you on the map, his face is turned away. JD thought that was because he was the last gym leader. He's not the last gym leader. He's technically meant to be the 5th gym leader, I believe. But yeah, Larry, gotta love Larry, Elite 4 gym leader. He does it both. I love him. We have Rhyme. Rhyme was funny. I really liked Rhyme. I wish there was voice acting for her part of the game. I can't believe they did it again. They dropped another game that should have probably had voice acting without. I mean, to be fair, the game isn't really finished. Let's be real. But Rhyme's great. Rhyme's just funny. Tulip. I actually don't like Tulip. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I will say I don't like her. Meh. You know, didn't really care for her. She's, I don't know, just not really my vibe. Nothing super against her. Just didn't really care for her. Didn't really care for her Pokemon. Nothing really stood out to me there. Grusha. I love Grusha. I think Grusha's design is awesome. I just wish ice types didn't suck so much. But Grusha had a really cool team. I don't really care for the player character because it's kind of like a vessel. Like I said, I don't even know if these guys should necessarily be on here. Right, now we're on to the Elite 4. Rika, absolutely love Rika. Just such a cool design. Rika has Clodsire. What else do I have to say? Rika is just cool. Just a cool trainer. Definitely very memorable. A lot of personality. Does your little Elite 4 test for you. Kind of, I see Rika as kind of like the head of the Elite 4. And yeah, Rika is just really cool. Poppy, didn't really care for Poppy. Just, I don't know. Just, why is there a small child in the Elite 4? I don't get it. I just don't get it. There just wasn't much there. Like, okay, small child uses steel types. Ooh, that's quirky. Just didn't really care for it. Artman, this Artman right here, Hassel. I like Hassel. I think Hassel's really cool. I'm an artiste myself. I love art, so can never shoot down an artist. Do like him. Like Professor Gibble. I like the fact that he uses dragon types, even though he doesn't look like he would use dragon types. I think his design's pretty cool. I mean, yeah. Oh, I just remember he literally has like a cape, like a weird mini cape in his design. It actually works out really well because he's a dragon tamer, technically. Yeah, Hassel's cool. I like Hassel. Jita. I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit meh about Jita. Didn't really care for her. Her team. If she just swapped, I think everybody said this. If she just put Glamora at the start of her team, it would have been a really crazy battle. If you didn't have a poison type or a way to remove hazards. So I know it's her ace, but I would have been hype if she led with because they all battle the same. They all finish with their ace, and then the ace terastallizes. If she just raw fucking led off with Glamora, terastallizes, that would have been sick. That would have been crazy, dude. Like, imagine that. That would have been so awesome, but no. And then there's also, I've been seeing some whispers on Twitter about, I think she's maybe apparently got more involvement with Area Zero than people are leading to believe. We don't know. We just need a bit more information about her. But as for now, don't really care for her. Jock. I like Jock. Jock was cool. You know, nothing really more to it. He's just cool. I don't remember her name. But I love her. She's got such a cool design, cool personality. I wish that she was more than just a professor. I wish she was maybe like an Elite 4 member or something. I wish she had a little bit more prevalence. I mean, you get to see her a few times throughout the story though, so you know, I think she deserved a bit more. Her design is like one of the most solid designs in the game. She's great. I'm so bad with names, so I apologize. This guy, the guy that looks like a relative to the 8th gym leader from Pokemon Black and White. Drake? No, it's not Drake. Dude, there's too much to remember in the Pokemon franchise. I'm Guys, my brain is not working today. I'm not a real Pokemon YouTuber. It was gonna bother me. Drayden, I was right. I said Drayden. Yeah, there you go. I was thinking of Drayano, and I was like, his name is similar to Drayano, right? Yeah, Drayden. There you go. Dendra is her name. I looked it up. I figured I would stop just saying I love a character without remembering their name. I knew it began with a D. I just couldn't quite remember. And this guy's name is Saguro. Saguro? I don't know. I like him. I do like him. I think he's definitely the bottom of B tier though. I really like that he's like just this big buff man. And he's kind of just like wearing an apron and he's like home economics. I think that's awesome. I just think he's really cool. You know, he's like really masculine, but he's not like, he's wearing like pink, and it's just awesome. This guy right here with the worst haircut known to man. I like him a lot. I think he has one of the coolest personalities out of all the professors. I would put him a little bit higher than these guys. Salvatore, there you go, that's his name, Salvatore. Worst haircut ever, but a lot of personality. I really did enjoy just the banter he had between you when you were doing your classes, you know, and just learning I really like, I have a lot of respect for people that know more than one language as well, which definitely adds to that. So, you know, I really like that Pokemon are trying to teach you other languages, you know, even if it's just at like a tiny scale. They're just trying to teach you like the word love and the word hello and the word bye, whatever it may be. Respect that he's a language teacher. I think that's really cool. Miriam, the nurse. I didn't really see her till like I was done with the game. I mean, I probably just needed to explore the school more. I love her. I think her design is great. I really wish we got to see a little bit more of her. I think she's really cool. I like that her team is like filled with poison types too. I say filled with poison types. She just has a Toxapex at the end, but yeah, I really do like Miriam. Miriam's sick. We've got time here, your history teacher, obviously related to rhyme. I said history teacher, I meant math for some reason. I don't know, it just made sense that like the teacher teaching you about the past would be called time, because time moves forward. She's a math teacher. Yeah, okay, well, even more of a reason not, because I like the history teacher. Yeah, Miss Ryfoot's the history teacher. I like the history teacher. She's not the history teacher, she's the math teacher. Don't really care for her. A bit more of a, she kind of snitched on Clavel at the end of after Clavel battles you, saying that Clavel's like, oh, I'm Cassiopeia, you know, and let's battle, blah blah blah. And then, you know, she kind of comes out and she kind of snitches on him, and I was just like, not really, nah, goody two shoes over here. Not really a fan of that. Yeah, didn't really have much connection with her. Your mom gives you a sandwich at the start of the game, which gives you the ability to help Koraidon, basically. So gotta love mom looking out for you. Mom is great. Mom is also British, which I'm pretty sure means you are British, which I'm pretty sure means you are from Galar in these games, which I love, because I love Galar. Like Sword and Shield, the games were literally like hallways. Like you literally could just walk through them unless you were in the wild area, and the wild area got boring after a while. So the games were literally just hallways for the most part, but I still really love those games. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the mom is from Galar. So let's go British. Ryford, history teacher. Now I don't actually like history as a subject. Whenever I did it in school, didn't really enjoy it. It was actually one of my least favorite subjects. I'm like, why do I care about the past? Like, let's move to the future, you know? But I think in Pokemon it's very important, because they tell you about like the legendaries, the other legendaries of the game. And I think that's important for this game at least. So I do like the history teacher. Now we're past most of the teachers. Finally, onto Team Star. Now Team Star are really cool. I really personally really do enjoy Team Star. I think they are I like the storyline for it a lot. A lot of people didn't, and a lot of people found the storyline really boring. But I personally thought the storyline was cute. I thought it was a little bit boring at first. I was kind of like, I don't really care about this, but like once you actually get into it, you know, and you start learning more and more, it's really fun. I just think they were a little bit repetitive. You know, all of them had the car that you had to face at the end, and they actually ended up being some of the hardest fights, I think, especially this one over here. Urza, Ari, I think it's Ari, yes, Ari. Oh my god, the hardest fight in the game for me was literally Ari. Like, that stamina fighting type car completely just disgusting, foul. Why would you do that, Game Freak? But yeah, this guy right here, I love him. His name is Giacomo. I love Giacomo. I think he's got the coolest design out of the bunch, and also he does dark types, and also he's the DJ of the group, and that means he is responsible for the best theme in Pokemon history. I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, he's awesome. Mela, I like Mela. Mela's cool. I think her boots are funny. Like her little chicken walk is funny with her massive boots. You know, I gotta love characters with massive boots, massive feet. So Mela's cool. She uses fire types. She was the first boss I faced, and it was a little tricky. You're not gonna lie, because you find out that you can't like status them or anything, and it is actually just straight up like a boss. It's really cool. But like I said, it does get a little bit repetitive. Yeah, the only reason I didn't like the star bases is the defeat 30 Pokemon in 10 minutes with auto battle. That part was just, it was like cool for the first time you did it, but then after that there was just no strategy. It was just kind of like something in your way. It wasn't really fun either. So like I think if each base had something different, that would be fine, or if they just removed that segment altogether, it would be better. Now we're going on to Atticus. Atticus is ninja. Atticus does cover his face for the most part, but there is instances where you do get to see him uncovered, his face uncovered, and Atticus is cool. Kind of in the same boat as Mela. I like him. Don't really have any strong feelings towards or against. I just think he's cool. Ortega, I love Ortega. I love that Ortega is this rich kid, and he owns like clothing brands, and he's still hanging out. He's still rocking with Team Star. Despite that, can only respect that. He also uses fairy types, which I love fairy types. So big shout out to Ortega for being a homie. I do love him. And Eri, not really wild on Eri's design, but I do love Eri's personality, and can only respect Eri for kicking my ass. Well, I mean, I still beat her first try, but I had to sweat to beat her, which is not common for me in Pokemon. Then we have Clavel, honestly, who most people thought was going to be the villain of the game. The director Clavel, it just seemed that way from like the way they were marketing him. He just kind of looked sinister, but he ended up just being like this goofy guy, and I ended up like just really liking him. I don't really care for the Clive bit, but I think I really like the way he talks, and you can tell he actually really does care about the school and the students. So I do like Clavel. I think he was a really cool character. I'm glad they didn't do the whole, oh my god, the guy that's in charge is actually the bad guy, because that seemed the way that they were going with it. So you know, ended up really liking him. Nimona is great. I really love, my favorite thing right now is that everyone on Twitter is saying that she is literally just Goku because she wants to fight everything. That just makes me laugh. Just the idea that this girl is got the same personality as Goku. I just love it. I just love that Pokemon did that. She literally just wants to fight everything. You're in Area 0, and your Koraidon or Miraidon is afraid and doesn't want to come out the ball. And she's like, when she sees the other one in its battle form, she's like, oh my god, that looks awesome. You've got to let me battle your one right away. And she's like, bro, he's afraid. He doesn't want to come out of his ball right now. What do you, I just, she just likes battling. Like, leave her alone. I didn't find her annoying at all. I thought she was great. I love Nimona, very good rival. We have Arven here. I absolutely love Arven. I think Arven is just like one of the best characters in the game. He deserved better than what he got. He definitely, like, he handled everything so well too. Like, if you're watching this video, I'm sure you've seen the story. If you haven't, he was just dealt such a shitty hand, and through it all, he's just still trying to be a strong, like, good person. And he's realistic too. Like, he's not like a goody two shoes. He's a little bit of an attitude towards Nimona sometimes, calling her like a goody two shoes and just saying that she's annoying. And he's a bit of an asshole himself sometimes. But I think the writing in this game was just so good compared to previous Pokemon games, which is just why I love so many of these characters, is the writing more than anything. If I don't really vibe with their design, at least they're right. Like, that's why Eri's up here. I don't really care for Eri's design, but I love the writing. So yeah, Arven is a solid character. Now we have Sada and Turo. I mainly played Sada's version, but Turo is literally just like, they have the same dialogue. It's just, father, mother kind of is all that's replaced. I like Sada more than Turo, but they're the same character essentially. When I was playing the game, And I was realizing like, wow, Sada really doesn't have any involvement, you know, until we get to the part, you know, where we're at the end game. I didn't like Sada at all. And I don't know if I like her design, but I feel like she kind of like lost her mind a bit, you know, yeah, okay, the Sada that we meet in the game is not the real Sada. It's an AI. So like, are we judging this based on Sada as a person or Sada the AI? Because Sada the AI was kind of not good. Like, I like the one thing that bugs me a lot is at the end of the game, you know, she's like, you know, oh, your mother was always so proud of you, or oh, I'm so proud of you, or whatever, to Arvin, and you know how much, like, basically just confessing all this love. And it's just like, why didn't you do that sooner? Why like, Arvin was literally like, you can't just say that now. And she's like, oh yeah, you're right. And that was kind of it. And I'm just like, why was that like, yeah, it's a wholesome Chungus moment, but like there's yeah, you're a robot, but like you've said yourself, you have the same thoughts and feelings and blah 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 as the real Sada. And if that's how the real Sada treated Arvin, fuck Sada. That's just fucked up. I don't know. It's like, if the real Sada was alive, would she have been nicer to Arvin, or would it be the exact same thing? Like, I don't really wrap my head around it. If you guys have any thoughts on it, let me know. So I mean, I like her, and I like the AI, and I like that like they didn't want the world to be ruined. But like, that's like that one thing, you know, it's really hard. Like, I'll put them in the I like category. I like them, but I'm a little bothered by how they handled the stuff with Arvin. I like them though, but begrudgingly. And the last character, and my personal favorite, is Penny. I'm gonna put Penny in S tier. You know, I think Penny's writing is just what it constantly made me laugh. I feel like I relate a lot to Penny. I like that Penny's a hacker. For those that don't know, I like Mr. Robot. It's my favorite TV show ever. So always big into hacker stuff. So I like that Penny's a hacker. And I don't know, Penny I think is from Galar 2. Pretty sure Penny's from Galar 2. Another W for Penny. I didn't really care for Penny's use of evolutions. I think if it was up to me, if Penny's gonna run an evolution team, I think between the versions, Scarlet and Violet, she should have had two different teams, because she's missing Glaceon and Espeon. And I think they should have just interchanged those between two versions, but they didn't. So I think that's a bit silly, because there's just two evolutions that are just completely left out. But besides that, Penny's team, it's cool. It's Eevees. I'm not the biggest fan of evolutions. I don't hate them though. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I think Penny is my absolute favorite character in this game. Like I said, also, Penny has easily the best music out of the whole game, in my opinion. My favorite music. I understand that the battle against AI Churro and AI Sada is amazing too. I just love the hard style. It's my absolute favorite. That's another reason why I like Penny so much. It's just this small, quiet kid that just kind of like hacks people, and is like, it kind of just like really, really smart. Because like, even when they were like, Penny was like confessing to hacking the Pokemon League to steal the league points, Penny was kind of just like, oh yeah, it wasn't hard. Oh, I'm really sorry. Kind of like stopped herself mid, you know, just insulting them about how easy it was to hack them. Like, I don't know, Penny's great. And yeah, best battle theme. That's a little bit of a spoiler for the I'm going to eventually be doing a live stream ranking all the music for this game soon, so stay tuned for that. But just so you know, Penny's theme is going to be S tier. Absolutely love Penny's theme. Genuinely my favorite theme out of any Pokemon game ever. It's so good. There we go. I decided to take some time to properly shuffle these up in the I guess the order of liking them. So if you were to ask me my top 5, it would be Penny, Larry, Rika, Nimona, and Arvin. Those are my top 5 characters from the game. And then the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are my top 10. So yeah, that's kind of how this goes. Nice little snake down. You know, this is the order that I like them in. And let me know yours. Let me know your favorite characters. I would be curious to know why you like them, you know. But I mean, I just want to say, there's like not that many characters I don't like. I don't think you can even consider these characters like the grunts. Okay, they're grunts. And then, you know, the meh tier, it's not that I don't like them, I just didn't really vibe with them. Maybe they needed a little bit more fleshing out. I think that kind of applies to these guys here. But for the rest of them, yeah, I think the writing in this game is amazing. The characters overall just really, really good. I mean, it's maybe recency bias, but like this might have been like one of the most solid games in terms of like characters and the writing. Sword and Shield was very good, but like these ones, like these characters are just so lovable. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments, and don't forget to check out some merch at hoodcal.com. Appreciate you guys. Have a good rest of your day.